So I was not there in the talk yesterday, but I heard. So just to make it clear, there is no association between WSS and cancer. There is an association with the gene KMT2A, but it's mostly, in cancer, many things happens within the cell. So one of the things that happens is the gene it breaks in the middle and it fuses with another gene, many different genes, and then it become a bit of problem in cancer. But apart from that, mutations in cancer, there will be mutations. I sort of dig in a bit yesterday night to see if there are any reports. I found few reports where KMT2A mutations have been associated with cancer, but those are different mutations that causes overexpression of the gene. Whereas in WSS, the mutations usually results in either no protein formation or, other mutations are not known what happens to the protein. But as of yet, no reports of association between WSS and cancer. So if you guys, and I personally also, I don't think there is any based on all the, papers and everything that I have read. So if you guys have any other questions, I will be happy to take. And Tina, Tina is also there. Do you have anything, Tina? So
I don't think I have much to add to this, but just as a person who is doing research full time, and I do read all of the cancer literature regarding KMT2A because I am actively searching for any clues that could help me understand this protein. So I do read the literature as well. And in regards to WSS, I have not seen or read anything that puts these two together. But the nature of the mutations that have been linked, like you said, to mixed lineage leukemia is something that it causes the protein to break, it fuses to a different location. There's a bunch of other things that are happening within the cell, which is not what we're seeing in WSS. And like you said, it's usually something they're gaining expression or they're doing a bunch of different stuff, and we're not researching cancer. So, but I guess I just want to say that the nature of the mutations are entirely different to what we are seeing. And I guess one thing that I did want to add is that in our paper that we published in June, we actually looked into a cancer database to look for mutations in the gene that could be able to help us gain some insights. And all of these mutations, we sort of drew the conclusion, which has been done before, is that these sort of mutations that we found there, they were accumulative and they were just what we call passenger mutations. So these are not the driver mutations that are driving cancer forward or causing any more problems. This is just something that accumulates and is just sitting there and is not necessarily driving the cancer any further. So just in regards to this, again, we don't see any correlation of cancer and Wiedemann-Steiner syndrome, even though this gene is infiltrated in cancer in a different way. This is not sort of the correlation, if that helps clear things up. And we would happily take any questions or thoughts or comments.
Anybody have any further questions? Okay, I think we're all clear. Thank you. All right, Christina.
One thing I want to share before Christina jumps on is we do have. So on the bottom of your agendas yesterday, there was a QR code. This is the same QR code. If you did want to scan that, that will take you to the agenda. There was a couple things that were changed or slightly modified just with times. The only thing that's in the amphitheater today is the 3:15 session on anxiety and is in the amphitheater. And then there's also a session that is at 10 o'clock to 11, which is melody music in the amphitheater for the children, but they also must be supervised when they show up to that event. So those are the two things I just wanted to mention. And with that, we can switch over to the next PowerPoint.
Before we proceed to the next session, if I interpreted Libby's hand signals and the looks from Dr. Harris, I think she wants to come on stage as well, as she's coming on stage.
I wanted to make a 2-second, very long shot announcement, but if anybody here happens to be staying in the area until Tuesday and has a burning desire to participate in the EEG study, we have some open slots on Tuesday that we opened up for you all just in case anyone was staying around a really long time. So if that's the case, come find me, or if you can't find me, find Rowena and let us know. But again, I know that's a long shot, but just wanted to let you all know in case anybody was around longer.
Dr.
Yes.
Got a question over there.
Yes. I mean, you actually don't. Typically, you know, the older kids just do a little bit better because you have to get a cap put on your head, and you have to sit there. But it's, you know, we've done younger kids too. So if you're interested in the slot, no matter the age, we could definitely talk about it.
Well, thank you, Dr. Harris. That's really important research that you and Dr. Ng are doing, and the foundation is really proud to support that. So appreciate everybody's participation in that as we're trying to build out that neurodevelopment profile for WSS. All right. So